Men will always go for women who meet his standard. The truth is that nothing there outside though. The street is cold. Everyone has their deal breaker. Attraction or appearance is not enough for a man to fall in love with you. There has to be an emotional connection. So guys, they said two eyebrows can never be twins, right? At least they could be sisters. I guess mine are cousins. And I'm sure she does not like the idea of being a baby mama. If not, she wouldn't have even married him. Okay guys, I'll be doing my makeup and then we are going to have a chit chat, okay? Now, the title of the chit chat is what makes a man to fall deeply in love with a lady? Yes, love is a very controversial topic most times because some people think that they know what it takes to love, while others feel like they've understood what love truly is. But the truth is that it still remains a mystery, because to me, what we call love now might not be what other people call love. But I'm going to do my makeup and then we'll be discussing what really makes a man fall deeply for a lady. I think this is the first time I'm having a discussion chit chat on this channel, and I think it's something I have to bring into this channel because it's still part of the self-development. It's also still part of life. Sorry, I didn't show you guys how I prep my face. Normally, before you start any makeup, you're supposed to moisturize your face with as many products as possible, so that your face will be moist. And then you also do the foundation part by applying the primer. That's if you have sweaty face. Or I already did all those stuff before setting the camera. Okay, my own perspective, a man falls in love with a lady first by attraction. Attraction simply is your physical appearance. Like, when a guy sees you, the first thing he sees. Some guys are attracted to fair ladies, while some are attracted to dark skin, caramel, chocolate and all. So every guy have their own spec. So the first thing they see is what attracts them. So as a lady, for you to attract the kind of men you want, you have to look a certain way. If you want to attract real, sensible men, it still shows in your appearance. So that is why, as a lady, your appearance matters so much. And a lot of us take it for granted because we feel like, this is the trending thing, this is life, this is the world we are in. Shedding more light on appearance. Appearance also has to do with standards, okay? Because if you have high standards, it also reflects in your appearance and in your carriage. Men will always go for women that meet their standards. Have that in the back of your mind. Next thing is emotional connection. Normally, attraction or appearance is not enough for a man to fall in love with you, because there is more to love than just the physical. So there has to be an emotional connection, in the sense that, you guys could feel each other. Maybe you feel his pain, you feel his agony. Him too, he feels when you're happy, he rejoices with you. You guys have this emotional understanding. And sometimes it's not just the effort alone. It just happens when two people are just compatible. Yeah, when two people are just compatible, everything just flows. You don't need to make so much effort to connect with the person emotionally. Sexual compatibility. Well, there is no way I'll talk about relationship and love and how to love a man and I will not mention the sexual aspect. Sex is one of the key things that actually keeps a relationship and deepens love. That is the truth. When a man is attracted to you sexually, it's still one of the points that could tell that he's deeply in love with you. Because any man that is not attracted to you sexually, man, I don't know what you're doing with the man. That's the truth. Yeah, unless you guys have an agreement and say, okay, this is how I want to do my own thing, or this is what I need in a relationship, this is what I don't want. Yeah, that is different. But the truth is that once a man has fallen for you, he is into you and he would love to have a sexual life with you. And that's the truth. Another point that makes a man fall deeply in love with a woman is keying into your femininity. Okay, let me elaborate. The truth is that the world, like the world we are now, everybody is saying you're a girl, be independent, be this, be that, don't allow men to use your head. You can be as strong as a man. What a man can do, a woman can do, blah 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 blah. You cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. Okay, here's what it means. You're a woman and God made you to be a woman, and he gave you some features that are feminine. That is a power, because the moment you step out of your femininity and decide to be 100% masculine, I mean in terms of attitude and energy, I'm not talking of transgender and all those stuff. I'm talking about, women, all these women that they call feminists, and then some of them say yes, that these women they call feminists, and those that do things on their own, they don't need a man in their life. Yeah, the truth is, that moment you step out of your femininity energy or feminine energy, you are beginning, a man is already seeing you as a mate. It reduces the attraction. The man doesn't see you as this lovely, sweet, feminine, nice woman, like everything changes. It now becomes like two men dragging for power. I don't know if what I'm saying, like, you guys are understanding it, but I just want you to understand something. You have everything it takes to get anything you want to get from a man. The moment you decide to be doing like a man, or to be seen as independent, and to start rubbing shoulders with the opposite sex, like with the man, the truth is that the man will start seeing you as his fellow man. And what does a straight, reasonable man do to his fellow man? He's not going to be attracted to the fellow man, obviously. So that is what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to still be in your feminine energy. You can still be elegant, and you can still have standards. And that is the perfect picture every reasonable, responsible, cool guy wants in a lady. Not the woman that will come and be challenging him and be like, because you are the man and so I'm the woman, I have this, I have that. Men hate it when you challenge them. So long and short of the story is that you can still key into your feminine energy and still have the say. Don't be a feminist. Don't, fight. Women who don't play mind games. Well, the truth is that men are known for playing mind games more, especially if they just want to have a fling. But I know there are still women who play mind games, probably because they've been hurt in the past, and or they are digging gold diggers. So these are the two things now. If you're a gold digger and a man sees you and he doesn't perceive you as one until maybe he start having like a conversation, or would I say like something with you, once he discovers you're a gold digger, there are two things involved. Is either he just satisfies himself at that moment and settle you, or he walks away. Especially for those men that know what they want. So as a woman, you should know what you want. Once you meet a man, the first thing that should come to your head is, what do I want from this man? Don't even be asking, what does this man want from me? No. Don't worry, don't stress yourself trying to fathom it yet. You have to fathom, what do I want from this man? It makes you more guided. It makes you more secure. So that moment you ask yourself, what do I want from this man? And maybe you check, do I want a good relationship? Do I want something that will lead to marriage? At that moment, it will help you to even know where the man is driving at. Once a woman starts playing mind games, the man automatically sees you as, as a gold digger. And I know that in the world of now, everybody wants a man that is rich. Everybody wants a man that at least if I'm having something with this man, if I'm dating you, if I'm doing anything with you, you're supposed to be buying me the latest iPhone, you're supposed to be buying me my hairs, changing my wardrobe, and all that. That is being transactional, and that means you're playing mind games. Okay? If you are in for something serious, you shouldn't, your first attention shouldn't be his money. I am not saying you should not look out for wealthy, rich guys. But what I'm saying is that there are still things you have to check out first before trying to dig into that money aspect, finance aspect. Because if you do it like on that first time you guys are meeting, it's going to like give a very bad impression. So the man might automatically start seeing you as a gold digger, even when that is not what you want to portray. So guys, it is very, very crucial and important that you know all these things, because men are very transactional. As you're seeing for that first time, they know what they want. It is left for you, the lady, to also uphold your standards, because men love women that have standards. I repeat, men love women that have standards. They like it difficult. Like, I'm not saying you should be playing hard to get. Understand me? Don't play hard to get, but at the same time, have standards. For instance, if I meet a guy and the guy says he's going to call me, and I was like, okay, call me. And then he doesn't call me till maybe 10 p.m. And he's like he now bangs my phone, and and I don't pick, and he gets pissed. And probably the next morning he calls again and asks why I didn't pick the call the last time he called. And I tell him I don't pick calls once it's past 10 p.m. How do you think the guy is going to see me? Please leave your answer in the description. So this thing boils down to every aspect of your life. I'm just giving an instance, okay? Because if you don't set standards for yourself, a lot of things could go wrong. A lot of things. And that's the first thing you have to do. Develop yourself first before even going into a relationship, to develop yourself and the other person. That's just the truth. Guys, I'm taking so much time. I don't know. Am I talking too much? So another point that makes a man fall so deeply in love with a woman is a woman who takes them in high standards. Every man loves respect. And I've seen men that said, in fact, don't love me, just respect me, and he will shower you with all the love. Women, we women, we are so into, yes, because he said this, like, we challenge men so much to the point that sometimes, they could be very annoying. They could be like very masculine, especially those detective men. They could be very masculine, and the truth is that I don't wish detective men on people, because it's very, 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 very tiring. It could be very annoying. As a woman, when you key into your feminine energy, for instance, a man is shouting, like you did something and the man is shouting, do you know what you should do? Don't shout back. A lot of women have this high tendency of shouting back, trying to show that I'm also angry, I am this, I am right, see what happened. No. Try and hold it. Because the truth is that he's just being a man. And two wrongs can't make a right. You can't quench fire with fire. So the first thing you're supposed to do is to calm down until he's done shouting. Sorry, I'll just hurry up with these eyebrows. So the first thing you're supposed to do is to calm down and probably let him cool off. Then you now go and settle the issue. You might even be right. That is the longer shot of the story. But that moment, you are keying into your feminine energy. That is the most powerful tool ever. It's a skill. It's not like it's inborn. You have to learn it. You have to learn it. It's psychology. Okay? Every man loves a woman with respect. And that is why in our early childhood, they teach us how to respect our elders, how to stay in a husband's house and all those stuff. It's not that they are making us little or something, but they are trying to key us into our feminine energy. And that's the reason why if you see most of our mothers them age, wow, they really did well in their marriages because it lasted. So guys, they said two eyebrows can never be twins, right? Two eyebrows can never be twins. At least they could be sisters. But I guess mine are cousins. They are not sisters at all. So if you want to attract a certain caliber of men, you must develop yourself. You must always isolate yourself from the rest. You must stand out. You must have a certain kind of aura, elegance, you know. So these are the things that really make men fall for you. And even when the man falls for you, you still have to maintain those standards. Don't just lower them. Because once you lower them, the man will be like, this was not what attracted me to you, and because of that, I'm gonna go to another girl. And that is the truth. So it is not easy. Yeah, I don't want to tell you that it's easy and then you go and be like, wow. It is not easy. It's a work in progress from the both sides. So once one starts lacking, the whole relationship is affected. So these are my opinion on what makes a man fall deeply in love. And I pray that we all find love, real love, true love, because love of nowadays is so materialistic, so filled with material things. You know, you see baby mamas who get pregnant for, you know, big celebrities, and they don't care. Why? Because they want to have a child with a certain, you know, rich celebrity, if that makes sense. Concerning the Davido and Chioma issue, the truth is that I was reading a comment about that Anita lady, and I was just thinking to myself, like, this lady, what's her take? She's pregnant, yes, and she tried reaching out. There was just this back and forth, and I think everything escalated. But then when I was now reading comments, I was not seeing people. They were now dragging Chioma somewhere, like, Chioma this, Chioma that. She shouldn't be in this kind of relationship. That what kind of rubbish is that? In fact, if I were Chioma, I will make sure I leave. I will leave. That's what I was seeing. I will leave. What's around nonsense? Went to marry her only to humiliate her. Mama that is doing anyhow. So in my mind, I was like, okay, Davido did something and he's being dragged by another lady, and you're dragging Chioma. Like, I don't get. So what I wanted to address concerning this particular situation is that everyone has their deal breaker. It's something called deal breaker. Everyone has what is a deal breaker for them in relationships and in marriages. Some people are infidelity. Some are poverty. Some are childlessness. Some are even insult, like disrespect. So your deal breaker might not be my own deal breaker in relationships and in marriage. There are some women that can tolerate a cheating man so long as the man is rich. Yeah. Yes, people should not drag me, but what I'm saying is that Chioma might decide not to leave because some girls believe that it's good to cry in a Range Rover than crying in a keke or in a bike. I just said I should just put that out there because all those girls telling Chioma to leave Davido, you know, the truth is that nothing there outside though. the street is cold. I just hope and pray that the whole situation will be sorted out. You know, like, I don't like all those online disgrace, online noise. Well, some people's deal breaker might be when they get married and they don't have kids or a son with this particular woman. The marriage is off, or they'll marry the second wife. So guys, you guys should stop dragging Chioma and talking about leaving the marriage. Where will she run to? She already has a child with this man, and I'm sure she does not like the idea of being a baby mama. If not, she wouldn't have even married him. And it seems to me like Davido truly loves Chioma. Guys, I'm done with my makeup, and I hope now we can understand what makes a man fall deeply in love with a lady. Okay, I'd love to see your comments in the section below, and please do well to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post a video. Thank you so much guys for watching today's video, and I hope to see you in the next video.